Good day everyone! Welcome to my video presentation on philosophies and theories in education. In this video, we will explore the meaning of philosophy, its importance in education, and the various philosophies that influence how we teach and learn. With multiliteracies now becoming essential for learners to thrive in this rapidly changing world, a significant challenge for many teachers is integrating these new literacies into the teaching and learning process. But how can we make this possible? This is where the philosophies and theories in education comes in. By understanding these ideas will help us future educator to become the most effective teacher we can be. But first, what exactly is educational philosophy? And how does it help us become better teachers? The word philosophy comes from the Greek words philo means love and sophos means wisdom, which literally means love of wisdom. It is the pursuit of fundamental truths about ourselves, the world, and how we should live. In the educational aspect, philosophy of education examines the goals, forms, methods, and the meaning of education. It is basically about understanding the purpose of teaching and learning, deciding what is important to teach, and choosing the best ways to help students learn. In short, it is like a map that shows why we teach, what to teach, and how to teach it. So there are 6 philosophies in education, and these are Perennialism, Essentialism, Progressivism, Reconstructionism, Existentialism, and Constructivism. But in this video, we will tackle only the first 3, which are Perennialism, Essentialism, and Progressivism. The other 3 philosophies in education will be tackled by my other group mates on the next video. So let's talk about what is perennialism. So when we say perennialism, from the word perennial, which means lasting for many years or everlasting, permanent, or immortal. Therefore, a perennialism is an educational philosophy that focuses on teaching timeless ideas and principles rather than facts, because as a perennialist, they believe that the most important ideas in education are those ideas that remain relevant for centuries. So dito, itinuturo sa mga bata yung mga traditional concepts or mga values or principles that are known before because they still believe that these ideas are still meaningful as they were originally written. So what is the goal of a perennialist education? So the goal of a perennialist education is to teach students to think rationally and develop minds that can think critically. Perennialism believes in a universal curriculum, that there is a core set of knowledge considered to be a universal truths which is important for everyone to learn regardless of their background or future goals. That is why what a perennialist teacher teaches focuses on teaching subjects considered to be universally important and enduring, usually lifted from classic and great books like the works of Shakespeare, Hamlet, Plato, and many more great thinkers. This also includes teaching history, mathematics and logic, and science. For example, we teach history to students to develop their understanding of politics, showing how past events shape current political systems and ideologies. By studying great works of literature, philosophy, and history, students learn to analyze, evaluate, and synthesize information, skills crucial for success in any field. So the perennialist classrooms are more like a teacher-centered because it emphasizes the teacher's role as a guide, transmitting timeless knowledge and wisdom to students. The focus is on the teacher's expertise in presenting these enduring ideas rather than on student-driven discovery, while the learners are engaged in a Socratic dialogue. This refers to a specific type of discussion where the teacher or facilitator leads the conversation by asking questions, encouraging students to think critically and challenge their assumptions. The goal is not to provide answers but to encourage deeper reflection and analysis. So now let's talk about the next principles, which is essentialism. What is essentialism? When we say essentialism, from the word essential or important, it is an educational philosophy that emphasizes teaching a core set of knowledge and skills that are considered essential for all students. It advocates training the mind with essentials. Kung sa perennialism, itinuturo ang mga timeless ideas, sa essentialism naman ay yung mga mahalaga lamang na konsepto or mga skills na kailangang ma-develop ng mga bata. So in this philosophical view of thoughts, the aim is to instill students with the essential of academic knowledge, enacting a back-to-basic approach in order to provide students with a strong foundation for success and can function as a member of civilized society. Because as an essentialist, they believe the students should be taught to be a model citizen na makakapag-contribute sa kaayusan at pag-unlad ng bansang kanyang tinitirhan. So the emphasis of education is on academic contents for students to learn the basic skills or the fundamental arts as reading, writing, arithmetic, and right conduct. So essentialism promotes a teacher-centered approach with the teacher as the authority figure and primary source of knowledge. Hence, they must emphasize mastery of subject matter. They are expected to be intellectual and a role model to their students. They also observe core requirements and longer academic year and relied heavily on the use of prescribed textbooks, drill methods that will enable them to cover as much as academic content as possible, like the lecture method. In short, it is stressed heavily on memorization and discipline. Lastly, let's talk about what is progressivism. When we say progressivism, it is an educational philosophy that emerged in the late 19th and early 20th centuries as a response to traditional, rigid methods of teaching that emphasize rote memorization and passive learning. It advocates for a student-centered approach to education, prioritizing active learning, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. So it advocates the idea that education comes from the experience. They learn when they are the one doing the activity. So it is based more on experiential learning that concentrate on the development of a child's talent. Progressivism aims to develop learners into becoming enlightened and intelligent citizens. It emphasizes preparing students to real-life challenges and encouraging lifelong learning. Progressivism doesn't focus on a specific set of subjects. Instead, it emphasizes teaching skills that are useful in all areas of life, such as problem-solving, communication, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking. Progressivist teachers employ experiential methods. They believe that one learns by doing, involves hands-on activities, collaboration, and exploration. Teachers act as facilitators, encouraging students to ask questions, experiment, and think critically. Group work, discussions, and projects are common in this approach. It uses curriculum that responds to students' needs and relates to their personal lives and experiences. So, progressivism ensures that learning is engaging, relevant, and practical. Do you understand now what is perennialism, essentialism, and progressivism? So let me give you the keywords for these three philosophies. First is the perennialism. Remember the word perennial, which means overlasting. So this is all about teaching students the timeless ideas. Next is essentialism. Remember the word essential or important, meaning in this essentialism is all about teaching students the essential skills or concepts that they need to learn. Last is progressivism. Remember the phrase learning by doing. It's all about experiential learning. And that's all for my part. I hope you learned something from my discussion about perennialism, essentialism, and progressivism. So stay tuned for the next video, which be the continuation of this report. For now, goodbye everyone, and thank you for watching.